talked about this, and I know you said that you had peace with knowing that you're going to beat cancer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you didn't think you had cancer really. But when someone tells you, and I've never been told this, and I would imagine that a lot of our viewership haven't either, but if someone tells you, hey, you got cancer, you could die.
Mm-hmm.
How did you mentally deal with that? How did you mentally say, okay, if I don't do something, I could die?
Yeah. Well, growing up, my mom was really big on going to church and like believing in God, and so I put all that on God. Like, God, you gotta save me from this, because like I don't know what to do. Like I didn't know what, when he told me like what am I gonna do? Like I had nothing planned to beat what I was going through. Like I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? So I sat there and prayed to God, like, please help me get through this, and He helped me get through that. Like He really put my mind to set on like getting better, and like as all I did, like just I ate better. I exercised, I did everything I could just to get better, and that was my main thing to do, is just get better and just beat it, and that's what I did.
That's insane, man. Mm-hmm. So you really casted all your cares on Him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's one thing to hear those things, but it's another to have your back against the wall, right? And now you got to put all those things that you've been learning into practice.
Exactly.
So, man, that's really inspiring hearing that you just casted all of your cares. You know what I mean? So, Landon, what about you, man? Like, I remember when you rang the bell.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when you were almost there. We had the event for the birthday.
Man, I still appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, man. And when I tell you, like, it was such an honor, and I mean a no-brainer. I was like, man, oh no, it's Landon. We got to do this event, and it has to benefit Landon. And honestly, we know you didn't necessarily need the money. We just wanted to bless you, man.
I appreciate that.
You know, just showcase how you've been fighting, man, because you're such a warrior. But in terms of someone telling you, hey, you could die, and this ain't, you know, you didn't get bit by a poisonous snake or spider. Like, this is cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the mentality that you're taking into that? And think about it from a normal person's perspective. Most people haven't been told that they have cancer, they're gonna die. So what mentality are you taking staring death in the face?
You take a moment of reflection to think about if I've done everything that I should do, could do. And I think every person at some point will say, I've not done everything I wanted to do.
Gotcha.
Or that I should have done. And that was probably the first thing that I thought about. I thought about, you know, I've put in all of this work for this beautiful woman, and it could be that I can't love her that long, you know, that much longer. It could be that I'll never have a chance to be a father. I'll never have a chance to see my family again. Like, all of those things go through your head. And going back to what I said before, it can get to you if you allow it to. And it's a long journey for most, especially for me. I was stage 4. So my treatment was months, right? So, you know, it was a constant reminder. Now, luckily, my body was able to respond, and I felt better, right? So that was very beneficial to me mentally. But for a lot of people, it's a long process depending on which type that you have. So just having that support is everything.
So if you enjoyed this short segment of the podcast, here's another short segment to watch if you click right here. Or if you want to watch the entire podcast, click over here.